Welcome to today's Business Report. I'm Denise Williams, bringing you the developments shaping markets, capital access, and business decision-making across Jamaica and the region. Let's get into the stories that matter. Corporate Jamaica had notable movements across boards, improved credit ratings, and new investment strategies. First, Proven Group Limited has appointed Mark Myers, CD, one of the founding shareholders of Proven Group Limited, as chairman of the board effective April 28, 2026. Myers is also managing director of Restaurants of Jamaica, operators of KFC and Pizza Hut franchises in Jamaica and the Bahamas. Myers has additional responsibility as chairman of Jamaica Trade and Invest Jampro and chairman of Barita Investments Limited. Next up, Carrie Chris reaffirms adequate creditworthiness ratings to Sterling St. Lucia Holdings Limited. Caribbean Information and Credit Rating Services Limited, Carrie Chris, has reaffirmed the assigned issuer corporate credit ratings of Carrie BBB Plus, foreign and local currency ratings, on the regional rating scale to Sterling Holdings. These ratings indicate that the level of creditworthiness of this obligator, judged in relation to other obligators in the Caribbean, is adequate. And to round out the corporate movement, Trinidad-based Guardian Insurance Limited is buying NCB Merchant Bank Trinidad and Tobago from NCB Capital Markets. NCB Financial Group announced the planned acquisition as part of its major subsidiary's business optimization with Guardian Insurance. NCB Financial Group is the parent company for Guardian Holdings, which is the parent company for Guardian Insurance, as well as NCB Merchant Bank Trinidad and Tobago, and NCB Capital Markets, which are all subsidiaries. For the trading period March 4, 2026, the most actively traded securities were Caribbean Flavors and Fragrances Limited with 5,005,650 units, or 27.55% of market sales activities. Kentire Holdings Jamaica Limited with 2,611,680 units, representing 14.38% of market sales activities. Trans Jamaica Highway Limited with 2,458,561 units, representing 13.53% of market sales activities. Investor activity remained concentrated in transportation and distribution plays, signaling continued interest in dividend-producing and strategic assets. Turning to the foreign exchange market based on Bank of Jamaica data for May 4, 2026, Forex traders recorded significant activity with strong demand across major currencies. For the US dollar, trading margins reflected steady liquidity, with the US selling at $156.66 and buying at $158.14. For the Canadian dollar, moderate gains supported by $1.21 transaction spreads. The Canadian dollar sold for $116.11 and was bought for $114.90. For the British pound, continued volatility offered short-term trading opportunities of $8.16 in profits for the banks. The British pound sold for $216.36 and was bought for $208.20. These movements underscore the importance of cash flow timing and currency awareness for businesses managing import costs, debt servicing, or overseas exposure. For our credit report tip of the day, credit isn't an abstract score, it's a gateway. Help your child understand how today's habits shape tomorrow's options. In some jurisdictions, this means renting their first apartment without a co-signer because of their credit report, or financing a car at a reasonable rate because of their credit score, or qualifying for business funding or personal opportunities because of their credit score, and navigating emergencies without predatory lending because of their credit score. When they see credit as a tool for mobility, not just a number, their behavior changes. And so as a parent, you can turn check-ins into strategy sessions. Instead of waiting for problems, schedule simple quarterly check-ins for the young adult. First, review the credit report together. Then track the score movement and discuss why it changed. Adjust habits if needed. This keeps the process proactive and removes fear or shame from the conversation. So give your young teenager, your young adult, ownership, not just instructions. The goal isn't to manage their credit, it's to prepare them to manage it for themselves. And your role as a parent shifts from controller to advisor. In our funded and focused feature, traditional bank loans remain the gold standard in terms of cost of funding. Lower interest rates, longer tenures, and structured repayment plans make them ideal, but only for businesses that can meet documentation, collateral, and credit worthiness requirements. For many micro entrepreneurs, especially in early stages, this is a barrier to make them go to expensive alternatives. But an emerging pathway like micro stock markets or junior exchanges introduce a different dimension entirely: equity instead of debt. Here the business trades ownership for capital. The upside is no repayment pressure. The downside is dilution of ownership, regulatory compliance, and public scrutiny. For micro businesses, this route is less about survival funding and more about scaling with intention. And that's today's business report. I'm Denise Williams, bringing clarity to capital markets and strategy. Until next time, stay informed, stay intentional, and keep building forward. See you soon.